Is your email readable? So, email being readable is the first thing that determines whether a subscriber will engage with your emails or not. And, and this is because now, if your email is readable now, it's very easy for your subscriber to go through it. But if it is not readable for one reason or another, either they will stop engaging with the emails or they will even stop opening the email. So your email being readable is very crucial to your email deliverability and your email engagement. So welcome to the Elite Parents Podcast. This is the email edition and today is all about email readability. So there are 5 elements that are very crucial in ensuring that your email is readable. So these are the 5 elements that you use to check your email whether it is readable or not. So the first element is personalization. So personalization now this goes beyond just mentioning your subscriber's name. So personalization is more about making sure that the product you recommend to your subscriber are aligned with their previous purchases and their desires that they have shown through how they are engaging with your email. Second way is by sending your email at the time that your subscriber is most likely to engage with your emails. And now the last one is now based on the engagement that your subscriber has with your brand. So you should only be sending content that your subscriber has shown that they are more engaging with and content that is aligned with their problems, their needs, their concerns, their desires, and also how they are engaging with your email. So personalization goes beyond the name. So it's aligned with how the subscriber engages with your email. It's aligned with their previous purchases. It is aligned with what they are showing you that they are interested in, their problems and their desires. So that is the first first element that you check whether your email is readable. So the second element is your email simple and relatable. So this one now is more about the language that you are using in your email. So this is about the words that you are using in your emails and the phrases you are using in your email. So it is not about using the word that you want to use as a brand. It is more about using the word that your customers are using in their day-to-day conversation so that when you are sending them that email, they feel that you are, you are talking to them directly. So the best way to get this is through social listening. And now the other way is by looking at the comments, by looking at the reviews and seeing the language that is being used there by your customers. So you only want to use language that your customer uses and language that they can relate with when you are talking about your brand, when you're talking about your product. So this one is more about using language that your subscriber is more likely to understand than just using language that's complex language that they don't understand. For you in your brand, you feel that it is normal, but when you get to your subscribers inbox now, they cannot understand what you are talking about. So the second one is about using language that a subscriber uses, and so this is the word that they use and the phrases that you use in the day-to-day conversation. The third element is emotions. So your email has to be sprinkled with emotions. And now this is you have to use the basic emotions that we as humans have. So basic emotions include fear, happiness, disgust, and anger. So you want to find a way to use these emotions so that make sure that when your subscriber is going through your emails, they feel something. So because now most people will not take any actions or do anything unless they feel something about it. So most people are emotion driven. So this one now, even if you are going to use logic, you want to make sure that there is an emotional element to it so that your emotion the emotion triggers the action and now the logic now justifies that action that your subscriber takes. So you want to make sure that your email is loaded with emotion throughout the email. And now, so for example, this is in terms of, let's say you are talking about your product. So let's say it's a dress. So you can talk about the features of the dress, but now after talking about that, you can mention the benefits of that dress. So this one is this one is more about you talk you 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 should talk about something that will trigger their their logic, and on the other side you talk about something that will trigger the emotion. So this is about appealing to your subscribers' mind, and then on the other hand you are also appealing to your subscribers' heart. So this is what it is about. So it's about looking at the most basic emotions that you expect your customer to feel from that particular email, and then making sure that the word you use, the images you use, the, the images you use, the phrases you use, you make sure that they trigger that emotion, and also that you also appeal to the logic in that way. So it's more about making sure that your emotions is loaded with your email. Your email is loaded with emotions that will trigger your subscriber to action, and now they can justify that with their logic. That thing you want to use in your emails, especially in the sales emails, it is the agency. So agency now you can use it in different ways. So the first one is that you can tell your subscribers that that offer will be available for only a limited amount of time. So for example, like if you are doing a Thanksgiving sales, and tell them that the offer is only for 24 hours, for the next 24 hours. Now, when it reaches midnight, it is no longer available. The other way you can use the agencies by using the content timer. So this now, especially through your placing a content timer at the top of your email so that they can know that their time is almost running out to grab that offer. And now the last one is about the language that you use in your email. It has to be urging your subscriber to take action. Like it will be urging them to take action so that they know that the offer is not there forever, but it will be gone. And now by doing that, now you make sure that they take action before the time runs out. Now, so that is the fourth element that you use to check whether your email is readable. Now the fifth element is white space. So in your email, make sure that you use a lot of white space, like you leave a lot of spaces in between your sentences, in between your paragraph. So it is about leaving that space so that your reader, when they open up your email, don't feel overwhelmed by opening up the email and then they seeing blocks of text. So when you space your email, when you space your sentences, when you space your paragraphs, you give the reader the you give your reader the intent the you give your reader the idea that your email is readable, and also when they look at it, it gives their brain this idea that this email is worth reading because now it's not taking much of the time. Now, what you have noticed is that when you use blocks of text, so this can be more than 3 line paragraphs. When you use more than 3 line paragraph, what's end up happening is that the email doesn't get much engagement, and now most of the readers bounce or open it and they just delete it without taking any further action. So, but when you use white space, so maximum of 3 lines per paragraph, you end up your reader ends up engaging with the email, and your reader also your reader ends up engaging with the emails, and your reader also go through your email longer, spend more time on your email than if you just use blocks of text. So those are the 5 elements that we have found to be very crucial when you are creating elite email experiences. So the first one is personalizing your email. And now personalizing is going beyond the name. The second one is using simple and relatable language in your email. So this is in terms of what you use and the phrases you use. The third one is by ensuring that your email is loaded with emotions. The fourth one is by using by implying urgency in your email, especially for the sales email. And the fifth one is using a lot of word space in your email. So when you use those elements now, when you check your email using those 5 elements, make sure that your email will be readable when you send it to subscribers. So that's all I have for you today. And before you send your email, make sure that you check whether it is readable or not. And now it is readable, now you can send it to your subscribers. So that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next session. So bye bye. ADM.